Hello Blues, it's Tom here, Tom Brunt, and I'm doing another little chat with a good friend of ours, Adam Walton, and we talk about all things City, tonight's game against Atalanta, and more in-depth information on the game against Liverpool on Sunday. It's going to be massive, and Adam's got some fantastic points for you to hear, so I hope you enjoy.
So how have you become a Blue then? Where did that come from?
So been a Blue since birth. Grew up with a divided family. My mum was a Manchester United season ticket holder. Dad's side Blue. Thankfully, my dad's side prevailed.
Good. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, went to school in Manchester, as I mentioned to you before.
Yeah.
90% of people in Manchester, well, people at my school at the time were United fans. It was peak Fergie period. We were relegation battlers, and growing up in Manchester during that time was pretty torrid.
Yeah.
I think the first game I ever went to was a UEFA Cup game at the City of Manchester Stadium. It was against I can't remember the name of the team, Gretchen, something like that. And 1-1, Nicholas Anelka equalised after David Seaman conceded a free kick. And ever since going to that game, I just fell in love with the place. I fell in love with the stadium, the fans. We always seemed like the people's club, and I loved that. Manchester United were like this big conglomerate, and no, I always felt more at home with Manchester City, always.
It's you got a very similar background to me. That brought up in South Manchester, one of like 6 kids in a school of 2,000 that mainly supported City and United. It's ridiculous from that growing up. So yeah, I know. I feel your absolute pain, pal. Did you get to many matches?
So I've moved to London within the past year, so not so much. I used to do. The last game I went to was the Community Shield, obviously when they came down.
Yeah.
It came down this year. Last year I actually went to watch the West Ham game where we won 3-0 at the Olympic Stadium. Unfortunately, unable to get a ticket in the city and had to sit with the West Ham fans.
Oh, brutal! You had to keep your mouth shut then, I can imagine.
I was terrified of them revealing my Manc accent. I won't be doing it. But yeah,
I've sat in a few non-city ends, and it's funny to see the difference between, there's similar similarities, isn't there, between the fans, but it's funny to hear that they're having the same complaints that we do.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Well, with that game in particular, it was funny because we were winning very early on, controlled the game throughout. So like the atmosphere in the West Ham end was so polar opposite to the Manchester City, and all I could do was look across at our fans with envy. But the atmosphere was so dead, and I was so buzzing inside.
Oh, that's amazing. So we obviously got a game tonight against Atalanta. What's your thoughts of that?
I think one of the big issues that City have had with the Champions League recently is that we haven't really faced major competition or oppositions until later on in the competition. So like last year, I think we had a relatively simple group. We have a few tricky away ties in Ukraine and things like that, but nothing that really challenges, player for player.
Yeah.
On paper, I think we do the business. Atlanta are bottom of the group. As much as you can't write anything off in the Champions League, I do think that we should take this comfortably. But I also think that it's quite detrimental that we aren't actually playing the caliber of teams that we play later on in the competition in the group stage. And I'd like to see us approach this game the way we would a knockout game against a Barcelona or Bayern Munich, where we do have I'd just like to see us be very clinical tonight. I'd like us to turn up, be as professional as we know we are, as we know we can be, and finish the game with very little injuries, very little suspensions or anything like that. Get in, get out, clinical performance.
I couldn't agree with more. I absolutely couldn't agree more with you. I was having a chat with one of the admins before. We were talking about teams, what potential team we'd be playing, and I'd love to see the youth get a chance. But another side of the coin is, I would see the youth have a chance, but I just don't want any injuries tonight. That's the biggest thing for me. We've got a massive game on Sunday. It is a massive game. We are going to have even bigger games in the next couple of months to come. But I just want to get in, get out, no issues, nice win, get a couple of goals under our belt, build the confidence up for Sunday, then we'll move on. Absolutely, a mirror image what you've just said there, pal. I couldn't agree more with you. What
Yeah.
score will be?
I'll take a 3-0. I think we'll score early on. Then lay off the gas pedal a little bit. Few late goals, round up nice and easy. Like you say, keep the confidence high. Maybe rotate a few players once we get the opportunity. But clinical, dominate possession. Just try and be relentless in the way that we keep the ball and tire them out.
Yeah. Who do you think will be our key player tonight?
In my heart, I'd like to see Foden. I think this is a prime opportunity for him to turn up.
He's suspended.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
no, he's suspended. Yeah, suspended.
Oh,
I said the same as you.
Oh my! I forgot about that calamity. So I think whenever Sterling's on the pitch, he's a massive influence for us. I think it's a good chance for Mahrez to show once again what he's worth with the club. But throughout this season so far, Gundogan I think has been absolutely influential for us. So I think, especially in the middle of the park, he'll be able to influence the game for us.
Yeah, you're spot on. Whenever Mahrez and Sterling play, we always seem to do really well. So for me, I'm looking at them too, and hopefully we're going to see a really good performance from both of them. I think we're talking about Ilkay before. He's one of those players that kind of drifts into the background, doesn't really do much, but gets the job done well. And Pep obviously really rates him, being his first signing. So yeah, I think those three play will do all right. But again, I just don't want any injuries. I'd rather see them all bubble wrapped up. And it's a shame Foden's not playing, because I'd love to see Foden play today. I'd absolutely love him to.
Yeah.
How do you think? So what do you go for then? 3-0. What about Sunday then? Obviously a massive game against Liverpool on Sunday.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to not let my bias and my heart get in the way of the prediction. Both games were really tight last season.
Yeah.
We definitely were the better in both games, I think. I feel like if we had that same squad turning up, I think I'd be a lot more confident than I am at the moment. This is the sort of game where the players are going to turn up. This is where they do or die, show this team spirit that Pep's installed in them, and every player is going to turn up to battle. I think it's going to be a game of margins. I think it's going to be about who can take their chances in the few chances that are going to be created. I think it's going to be very low scoring. At Anfield, I'd take a draw.
I would as well. Absolutely, I completely agree. I can't disagree with that part. I'd take a score draw now to get it over and done with. Yeah. A score draw, no injuries, please. I'd be happy with that. I think Pep was saying that Silva's not going to play, so I do wonder if your dream's going to come through for Foden to play. I'd like to think he will. I don't think he will though. I think he'll go really cagey, like at Anfield last year. There's so much respect between both clubs, isn't there? I find it hard to believe either one would go out for health and leather. I think it'd be really cagey, and I don't think it'd be a high scoring game. God, I hope it's not. I can't take that. Well, unless it's City, of course.
Well, I think there's a lot of respect there between the two managers as well, and they understand that they are the top two managers in the league, if not the world. I think they will be quite conservative in their team selections, and I just foresee a very, very, very tight game.
Yeah, absolutely. Come on, give us a score prediction.
I'll take a 1-1.
What score draw? Yeah, no, I'll be more than happy with that. If we can get a nice easy win tonight, a couple of goals, no injuries, I'm really confident for Sunday. I think we'll do okay. I'd take a score draw now. I just hope we win for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
I think if we win on Sunday, it'll really put a negative vibe amongst the Liverpool players, and hopefully that'll take other teams be able to get them to take points off them as well. But I don't want to say one game boils down to our whole season, but I think it could really kickstart our season off if Liverpool lose on Sunday. It really will.
I agree. There's been this kind of feeling around Liverpool at the moment, I think, throughout the league that this is their year. They've things have been going their way. They've been scraping these games that you need to win to be champions. But I was talking to my friends about it, and we were further behind than this at Christmas last year. Like they did tend to buckle, and in the latter part of the season, we really kicked on. So, and I think it was our performances against Liverpool that really did inspire that. So I think this is a really good opportunity to show this is still our year. We're still the top dog in the Premier League. We are the team to beat. And I think a good win tonight, followed by a strong performance on Sunday, really will put our stamp on the league again.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. Well, fingers crossed, my friend. But no, it's been absolutely lovely to talk to you. How have you found it?
Yeah, it's been good. It's been fun.
Good man. You fancy doing a couple more?
Yeah, sure.
Fantastic. Well, it's an absolute pleasure to talk to you, Adam, and we'll speak to you soon, pal.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you very much. Cheers.
See you in a bit. Bye.
Bye.